Hello there. Everything should be up and moving for the stream. I was planning on playing Gambit today because I still need to test his deck. I made him a deck which I'll go over now, but I haven't played it yet, so it's just a complete rough draft. Um, I'll cover Gambit first because I like building decks like around what the hero's trying to do instead of just independent of the hero because I think it's more interesting if the deck works better on a certain hero than just like throwing it on any hero. Okay. So Gambit's events, I really like his events. His Royal Flush, I think, is my favorite. I think he has two copies of it. Yeah, and then he has three of Charge to Card. So these are his attack events. Where Royal Flush, it's worded really weird. It says place one charge counter on Gambit, um, deal 0 damage to an enemy, deal 0 damage to an enemy, and deal 0 damage to an enemy, which doesn't sound that good. But when it's paired with his throw to card interrupt, you can increase the damage it does by removing charge counters. So you can move up to 3, so you can turn it into a 3 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage, which is pretty good. And then charge to card is a 2-cost attack event. It's 2 for 4, and then it gets bonus effects the more counters you remove, as well as increasing damage from here. So those are really fun and unique, and I like building around those. I don't really like building. I chose aggression, but I don't really like building, around aggression attack events with Gambit because I like the way that his own cards use his charge counters. So you'll see what I did though in a second. So then he has 2 Creole Charmers, which is an alter ego action to thwart, which is a little weird that his thwart is only an alter ego, so you can't play it in hero. But it does get to confuse if it removes the last threat from that scheme, which can be pretty good. So he also has this alter ego thief ability where he can exhaust and look at the top 2 cards of the encounter deck, and then remove threat equal to the number of boost icons on the card that he chooses. So that combined with that gives him a little bit of alter ego thwarting. So ally is really good. It just gets cheaper the more charge counters there are. And he has a couple upgrades, which this is good for defense, and this readies him, so it makes him good at defending, which most of the time I actually play Gambit in protection and build around these. But this time I did aggression, so I don't know if I'll play those. He has this Thieves Guild card, which I've seldom got use out of. It most of the time whiffs, where after you use your Thief Extraordinaire, if it removes the last threat from a scheme, you get to draw a card, but it's really inconsistent and not really that great. And then he has a defense event that increases his defense by the charge counters, which is good. And then Molecular Acceleration, which is a resource card, a double resource card that also places charge counters. So it's built all around charge counters. So to synergize with that, I have some like basic stuff because I want to go in alter ego. So when I'm in alter ego, I can make use of Moira and X-Mansion. And then these are just, I have X-Men allies, so I added Utopia, and this is just a good resource generator. And kind of the key part of the deck is these warrior skills, aggressive energies, and keep up the pressure, which can all help Royal Flush. So if I get the best case scenario, I'd find Royal Flush with keep up the pressure and then use a warrior skill and a double aggressive energy and 3 charge counters. So that would add 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So it'd be like 7 damage, 7 damage for 21. I'm not expecting that to line up, but I can see this lining up for search it, so 6 more. So I can see like feasibly getting like 18 damage out of his Royal Flush, which could be really fun. And then just some resources, because resources are good. Deft Focus, because he has some superpowers, I think. I'll double check. Yeah. Those are superpowers, and his charge card is superpowered. I might cut this. I'm not really sure, because there's only like 5 targets. Not the most, but still a bunch. I just like Relentless Assault. And then when I'm in Alter Ego, I have these two, the Mutant Education, to shuffle in my Identity Specific Defense in my deck, and X-Men Instruction to shuffle allies into my deck. And then I just have some X-Men allies. And that's the deck build. So I was going to try it out against Captain America, because I'm still getting more games in to like prepare for my Civil War review that I eventually do. Hey, Rocco. Or RV Alco. I don't know how to say that. How's it going? Yeah, I'll just shuffle up and then start the game. I'd be curious to hear your guys' thoughts on Civil War, because I want to get other people's ideas on Civil War too, not just completely be in my own world about it. Doing great, still agnostic with Gambit. Curious to see how this goes. Yeah, I don't know how it will go either, because this type of deck is much better in two player and higher. So yeah, I don't know how it will really go either. Picture it could go well. It'll probably go like really well, or I'll just get wrecked, because aggression in solo has thwart problems. I'm hoping that the allies can help with that. But yeah, it's still probably not going to be great. Okay. Okay. Now I can start up Winter Revealed. The enemy team searches for 1 per player minions. Okay, I get it as a face down counter card. Let's just grab a minion. Okay, here's a minion. This is the first one I found. But normally I play Gambit and Protection, and I find it to be, it's historically been my favorite on Gambit, because I just like his upgrade that lets him ready when he defends, and the one that deals damage. It's fun to build around. But he has a little bit low thwarting. I like the heroes of Civil War, but do not like the villains. Not because of their mechanics, but I just do not like fighting good guys. Yeah, I can see that. I don't really like Tigra that much, but I like Hulkling. And the villains, I don't want to spoil my full review, but I'm a little disappointed by the villains as well. Professor X is going to be good. I'll probably want to play him. Do I just play him and steal the shield? I'd like to get Utopia down too, though. So I'll mulligan these 3 and Beak to just try to find double resources. Well, I didn't get any, but that's okay. So here's my hand. Thinking, unfortunately, I can't afford Utopia and Professor X, because I didn't get a double. So that's not optimal. But yeah, I'll go to hero form. I'll attack. And then I'll steal the shield. I take a retaliate. What's more important here, getting Professor X down or getting Utopia down? I feel like getting Utopia down and saving Professor X for next turn could be good, but I don't really like the Fearless Determination. I kind of want to finish that, so I'll spend 1, 2, 3 to play Professor X. When he comes into play, he can confuse the villain. Oh, when defeated, I attach Cap's shield. And he activates against the player who defeated it. Okay. So I shouldn't have taken the shield. I'll undo that. So Professor X comes in, confuses him, and thwarts 3. And then he's exhausted, so he can't block, but I can block. So Captain America is going to activate for 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, which is a lot. I blocked 3 of it, so I take 2. Okay, and then I think I'll discard this, hoping to get another a double resource, and I'll hold Utopia in my hand. Already up, and in my turn. I still couldn't find a double resource. Yeah, it's not very lucky. I can at least play Utopia and Deft Focus, though. Oh, I forgot to add a charge counter, too. I'll use this die for charge counters. This is my charge counter die, so I'm on 1. Okay, main scheme goes up by 1. To me, the fact that it didn't feature a campaign made it really hard to engage with. My group just skipped it. Heroes are nice, though. That's the same for me. Every time that a new box comes out, I always play the campaign, and that's like the most exciting part about the box coming out for me. So yeah, I was disappointed by that too. He attacks me. I block with Professor X. 4 damage. Okay, I get an encounter card. I know the first one's going to be a minion. And Dark Force. Attach the enemy leader and give them a tough status card. After the attached leader schemes and places threat in the main scheme, remove an equal amount of threat from your leader's main scheme and discard this card. So then that ability whiffs. But it's still discard. You still discard the card. Okay. That's kind of the other thing about it. And the campaign wasn't that hard really, just some light storytelling. The story very much tells itself. Would love some rewards for unlocking unique allies or something like that. Yeah, I'm curious to see if people think the PvP mode was like good enough to replace the campaign. Because in place of a campaign we got the PvP mode. So if people liked the PvP mode, maybe it was worth it, but it wasn't for me. Not yet at least, but I still gotta play the PvP mode. Okay, my turn. Oh, I should be ready to. I think I'll just. Do I want to steal the shield? Probably want to take out Goliath. Okay, I'll use 2 resources to play Utopia. And then I'll use 1 resource to play Deft Focus. And then I'll place a charge counter. And attack Goliath for 2. And I'll go to Alter Ego. And ready up. And end my turn. Finally got all my doubles at the same time, which isn't ideal. If I did get Moria, that'll probably help. Okay, main scheme goes up by 2. He is confused. Goliath schemes for 1. I get 1 encounter card. Discard an ally control. In competitive mode, any player on the enemy team may spend a resource equal to that ally's cost to put it into play under their control. If no ally left, play this way, so it just surges. Exhaustion, exhaust my identity and surges into a side scheme, Secret Avengers. Or, when defeated, the enemy team searches the top 5 card of the encounter deck for a card. Give that card to the enemy leader as a face-down boost card. Okay. Okay, that exhaustion was bad. Let's see what I can do, though. I need to play Moira. I need to play Creole Charmer, too. So I'll use Creole Charmer on the main scheme, reducing it to 0, and then confusing the villain. I'll play Moira to just have her out. I'll flip up. I'll draw a card with Moira's response. Relentless Assault. I'll add a charge counter. I'll use Molecular Acceleration to play Relentless Assault. Dealing, it places a charge counter as well, so it brings it to 4 charge counters. Takes out Goliath with 2 excess damage. That is dealt to Captain America. Oh, wait, I couldn't have thwarted. Oh no. I forgot about the crisis. So this should still have 3. Captain America shouldn't be confused. And I never did this. I would have just removed 3 from here. So this is the situation. Okay. Yeah, I almost made a rules mistake there. Okay. I'm not really feeling good about my prospects right now. Natural agility will just get me through the villain phase, though, probably. Main scheme goes up by 1. Captain America attacks me. I'll block and use natural agility. Places a charge counter, and I get plus 5 defense. So I'm blocking for 8. And he attacks me for 2 and reveals this 4. Boost reveal it. When Captain America attacks this, attack is overkill. At the end of the attack, discard this card. So then it gets rid of it. And then an encounter card. Hercules. When defeated, give this card to the enemy leader as a face-down boost card. Did I forget something on Goliath? Oh, yeah, so this should have been a boost card. Yeah, but so it didn't end up mattering. I'm a little distracted. I'm not doing the cleanest gameplay right now. And this is my hand. Okay. Now, my turn. Probably play charged a card. Like that. Deal 4 damage. I'll keep the counters. So it just takes him out. And then this goes to him as a face-down boost card. So it will stun me, and if I'm already stunned, it gains 2. Okay, do I just lose the main scheme here, though? I might. This is not going well at all. Yeah, I'll just commit to losing the main scheme. It'll be okay. And then I'll play Mutant Education and X-Men Instruction. So I'll shuffle an ally and an event into my deck. So Royal Flush and how about Professor X go into my deck. Oh, and I could have added a charge counter while I was up. So I'm at 6. Okay. I drop my hand size. Okay. Main scheme goes up by 1. Captain America schemes for 3 plus 2 boost cards. I'm stunned. So 3, 6. Finishing this. When revealed, the enemy team searches for 1 player side schemes and deals 1 to each player as a face-down counter card. Okay. Let's grab the first one I see. And then I get another encounter card, so this comes into play. Yeah, this is sad. I just don't have threat removal in the deck. And then the helmet gives him Stalwart. Yeah, this is probably going to be a loss. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't really build the deck for solo, and playing, yeah, it's aggression just needs more thwart added in solo. This should have gone away. So now I can't confuse him unless I spend 3 resources the same type. And I have a hazard icon. It's not good at all. Okay, I'll use X-Men Instruction to shuffle an X-Men ally into my deck. Grab Beak, I guess. I'll exhaust and look at the top 2 to thwart. Oh, so I don't get any threat removal from it. Okay. And then I'll flip up, draw a card. I didn't get a double, so I can't afford 2 allies either. Guess I'll just play Professor X and the Guild Armor. So that readies me up. Can thwart for 4 off of here. Also, I don't know, Professor X can't really do anything either because of the Stalwart and Utopio's readying. That's okay though. I'm just gonna have to go for damage pretty soon and just hope that I can out damage him. Okay, I got a charged card, which is good, and I got Keep Up the Pressure, which is good, so I might be able to finagle my way into a win. Main scheme goes up by 1. Professor X will block this attack. And I get Falcon. When defeated, boost. When defeated, give it to enemy leader. Okay. My turn. I'll exhaust to get rid of this. I'll play a molecular acceleration to play charged card, dealing so it adds 1, and I can get up to 8, and I can remove 3 to take out Falcon with overkill. It was 7 damage, so he had 3 health, so 4 damage on Captain America. Oh, I could have used that focus to keep a, no, I used a double. So instead of that, I would have paid with aggressive energy, and yeah, that works. Okay. And then I just pay for Beak with that. So then Beak comes into play, removes the threat from here, readies me up. When defeated, damage team starts top 5 cards. Deck printer card, give that as a face down boost card. Okay. Let's take the top one. And Beak can thwart 1 here. Gambit's ready as well. I had ranged, so I don't take the retaliate. I'll keep up the pressure into play just so I can be ready for it when I need it. And yeah, I think it's getting to the point where I need to just do, yeah, I just need to do damage. 2 damage to him, and I take the shield, and I take a retaliate. Beak is going to have to block this attack. It's going to be a big one. And I'm going to get status cards. Or I just go to Alter Ego. I'll just go to Alter Ego and let him do a big scheme. But is he going to finish? I do technically know what these boost cards are. So it's 2. It's a scheme of 5, which gets it kind of close. Yeah, it's probably worth it to get the extra card draw and whatnot. So I'm ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might be able to get, oh, unfortunately, the Royal Flush it won't quite work because, yeah, it won't quite work with the timing, but I think I can get, fairly soon. I can take out the first stage. Also, I get an encounter card from decking out. I can take out the first stage of Captain America here, use allies to block his attack and get through the second one, and then keep up the pressure and try to just like one-shot his next phase. I think that's my plan. Oh, I can play Sunfire to get rid of the helmet too. That will be good. Okay, I might have a path forward. 1 threat, he schemes for 5. Resolve the boostability of each main engage with you. I'm confused. And yeah, just 5. And I get 2 encounter cards. Master plan, 4 threat on each side scheme. That's really bad. Oh, that sucks. Advance the villain schemes, so I think I'd lose because I got advance. 3, yeah, so I lose because I got advance. Whatever. That's sad. So I gotta make a choice with this deck. it's not good for solo. And do I just accept that it's not very good for solo? And also Gambit's kind of a weak hero. Do I just accept that and leave it the same and just have it be a multiplayer deck where you get big turns and maybe even like edit it to like work even less for solo by cutting out like the Utopia stuff and making it more less setup heavy, more resources or something. I might do that. Yeah, that was just a case of, if I didn't get advanced, like what else? Shield block. It would just, yeah, that would have been fine if I got that. It was just the classic, if you get advanced in solo, then you just lose the game. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, okay. I think that I'll just leave the deck. Um, I don't know how much I want to edit it. The issue is aggression's weakness, lack of thwart. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. You can build aggression decks to have more thwarting, but then it becomes less aggression. Like I kind of did that here with like Psylocke and Professor X, but Gambit is a very poor hero. He doesn't have he has I guess his two doubles, but he kind of needs more like resource generation built in if I want to do that kind of thing. Um, yeah, this deck isn't. That's also why I don't normally play him in aggression. I don't normally like it, but I do like the idea of getting a huge charged card. So I think I'll leave the deck concept intact, but I'll just make a note that it's explicitly only 2-player and up. And then I'll edit it to be like a little bit less. So like I'll take out Utopia. I could leave Moira. That's fine. I'll leave that. I'll leave that. I can still have a few allies. So what I want to do, I don't mind Beak either. The resources are still good. I do like the aggressive energy thing. Mutant education is still maybe fine. X-Mansion. I do like the idea of mutant education still, because I do because like especially if you pair it with a higher thwart hero, Gambit can go to alter ego, actually use his thief ability, and get more economy and like kind of. I think that does make sense. I don't really want to do X-Men instruction, so I cut X-Men instruction and Utopia. Having a handful of allies is not bad. I cut Forge because he no longer needs to grab X-Mansion. And I leave this. So I want to leave this part together, or this section where it's just like searching for his like buffing up attack events, because that's like the point of the deck. So I'll leave these intact, and the resources get to stay as well. I think I might need to add in power-ups. Keep up the pressure stays as well. Um, The X Mansion, I do like Mutant Education. But yeah, that can probably go as well. And then for allies, Professor X isn't bad to have around. Shadowcat, having her around to just help with Thwart is still good. Beak is still good. Because like I don't want him to just like be a complete burden on the team. So I think that this ally roster is still fine. Then how do I supplement it? It's probably the Relentless Assault is maybe iffy. So from here, if I want it to be better, and if I'm going specifically, I'm dropping the idea of it working in solo. It means I can stay in alter ego more. So I'll just be flipping like every turn. And no, I don't want to do the flipping thing. Because like the flipping cards are still a little inconsistent. So that's not quite right. I don't know. I could keep Relentless Assault, but maybe not. Anyways, I'm gonna cut all of these cards, which gives 3, 7, and then possibly these 7. I'm gonna cut 7 to 9 cards. I just need to do a different draft of it. Okay, I think that'll end the stream today. I don't really want to play another game with this deck because I just have to rework it. And if I do play this deck again, I don't think I want to play against Captain America because it's just not. In addition to Gambit not being a very strong hero and aggression being bad in solo, having a character that can scheme for a lot and get stalwart when you're relying on confuses is a very bad matchup. So I don't really want to do that again. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with the short stream. I do have a video coming out later tonight. I finished it and I scheduled it to come out at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So there will be that to watch, like if you get time. Stay zesty. I'll see you next time.